Yo, okay. So, it's been a long time since I did this. I've only done it the one time. But we're finna cook ups today. I'm just getting off eye surgery like 3 days ago, so bear with me. This is the first day I'm allowed to like look at screens properly and where my eyes don't feel like they're gonna pop out my head or anything. Mm. But what I thought we could do today is I could cook up. I'm just gonna cook up. I don't know what I'm gonna make. Um, but it might become a loop. It might become a beat. I do have some artists in mind. I'm thinking like Isaiah Rashad or Absol, just because those are the artists I'm trying to work with right now. That's like the goal. But yeah, I figured we could. I figured we could do this. I figured I could cook up a little bit. I'm not gonna do any cuts or anything like that. I'm just gonna explain the process about what I'm doing. So out of the studio today, at my condo right now. Um, and yeah, just sitting at the kitchen table. I'm gonna cook up. I don't have any keyboards, so as a piano player, that's gonna be kind of hilarious. Also, these fuck ass sunglasses, I I'm only wearing them because I can't really see that well without them. I'm pretty sensitive to light right now, so don't get too attached. I don't think they look good either, but nonetheless, we're gonna cook up. I think it's still fun. All right, so here we're in my setup and shit. Let me just see how we looking. Yeah. So I have things divvied up in what I call the playground, where I have like where I track vocals up here. I export my drums here. I toss melodies and samples and shit in there, and then all the VSTs that I use straight off the bat are ready to go at all times. I also always has some shit on the master channel here, a compressor, an API, and a tape machine. I usually keep those on just to thicken it up. Logic's quite, as all DAWs are, quite sterile. Today we are drinking Diet Chews Up from Safeway. All right, so let's just get started before y'all get bored. Since I have no keys, I will be penciling shit in, and I will be miserable as I do it. But nonetheless, here we go. So usually, how I like to start is I just pick a root note, uh, D, sure. Okay, great. Now I'm just going off basic instinct. I know that I want some soulful kind of chords, so I know that ninth chords sound really lovely. The piano I'm using right now is the Alicia's Keys, standard shit. Let's just see how this sounds. Yeah, see, we already off to the races. I'm gonna do a simple chord progression. I'm not gonna do anything crazy because, quite frankly, I don't think my eyes could bear it. We'll go D minor 9, 7 9 to A minor 9. Let's see how that sounds. 2, 3. We're a little fast right now. I want that like 123 kind of. I'll put the click on just so we have an idea of the bounce. Dun, 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 dun. I even think those come in a little early. So what if I? Maybe just keep it pushing, keep it standard right now. Okay. I'm actually not gonna put that A minor chord right there because I think it resolves nicely. So now we're gonna pick another chord. We'll go with a one. We'll go with a third. So the third will be major. So now we're going from the one, two, and then we'll go to the minor 6 here. So it sounds a little bit robotic right now because nothing is really queued up or anything. But before I get into like cooking any of the cooking any of that stuff up, I'm just gonna put a really basic 2-step with a snare, just so we don't have to hear that metronome anymore. Because I can admit that gets very annoying. So let's see here. Da-da-da. Let's see what we got. So first thing I'm gonna do, think about these chords and how they're moving. They're not doing enough movement. There's not enough velocity. It doesn't sound very human. So I'm just gonna. Oh no. And you don't want to do it to all of them because it sounds super silly if you kind of break them all up really hard. Still break them up. Don't skimp or anything. But see, that just sounds a lot better. And then suddenly that sounds really robotic. So we're just gonna. Now I'm thinking about how I would roll the keys as a keyboard player, just so I can feel it. So our progression now became D minor 7 9, F major 7 add 9, B minor 7 add 9, and then A minor add 9. 7 9. Yeah. So this 9 chord, I'm actually just gonna make a straight 7 chord. A C G. Let's see if that sounds. It just sounds. Ooh, never mind. Now I'm just gonna put a couple little ghost notes in there. Okay, now I'm just gonna make it sound a little bit, vibier. Right now it's pretty on the nose. And there's this fantastic plugin that Logic has called Chrome Glow. And it just immediately warms things up for me. Yeah, see, that just adds a bunch of vibe that I wanted. And now I can actually ease up on the noise on the retro color. Yeah, that's sweet. Let's take an EQ. Let's just see where we're sitting at. I kind of want less low mids. And I kind of want a little less brightness. I think a high pass might be alright. Low pass might be. Don't want it too drastic. Yeah, perfect. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is go to this MIDI transform here and just select random velocity. This is just so it's not super fucking on the nose all the time. I'm going to put it from there to there. Okay, now it should be a little bit more. Yeah, so from where we started, it sounds nice and full. Oh, you know what? I can go either way. Let's just remember what it's. Okay, now I'm just gonna put in some root notes for the bass line. This is like the way I cheat my bass lines, really. I don't want. That sounds like garbage, doesn't it? What chord was I playing there? A B minor? Then A. No, that's not kind of hard. Is that little? I hate that boom, boom, boom. Let's just break up the rhythm a little bit. there. Some like live hi-hats. So they're clashing right now. So I'm gonna put out the drum bus. I think we could bring those drums in after those kind of drums. So what I'm gonna do now is program these drums out a little bit more. I already like how it's sounding, so I'm not too crazy. See, I like how that kick and the hi-hat are interacting, but the snare doesn't fit my vibe now. So I'm just gonna program. Let's find a different snare. This might not be the case. Okay, well, it's fine too. You know what? I have the perfect snare for it. Okay, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. So the hi-hat I'm gonna keep two-stepping because, quite frankly, I keep all my hi-hats two-stepping. They just sound nice and they sound danceable. So let me just put a snare in this hole. We'll put the kick in this hole. Everything's loud as shit. That's hitting like a truck when it doesn't have to be. Take out some of this mid-range frequencies. That has low end, I already know it's in it. Good. Now when you come into your B section here, the hi-hat switch, then you get that. Try and layer this up maybe a little bit. I'm gonna go and grab, let's see here, there's a couple choices here. I'm thinking like a whirly, so let's see what I got here. Yeah, we'll check out the whirly. Yeah, see it automatically. Ooh. It's a pretty dirty sounding whirly. Let's see what we got here. I just need something like loud. I just realized I have none of my UAD plugins right now. They didn't import. That's annoying. But that's there, so I'm confused. Alright, well, we make do without. I have other versions of this thing. That's cool. I don't know what I just did, but it sounded good. Maybe put this. And then we'll scoop this. Yeah. This should work. Let's see. Octave up. I'm thinking like I'm probably gonna pull up Splice and check what sounds I got and shit, because I think like a vocal on this of course would sound lovely. I'm just wanting to check what we got. Alright, Splice bridge is open. Where the fuck is Splice? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's just check what key my sample's in, because I don't know if it's in D minor or not. Should be. That doesn't feel right. We'll try D minor. If that doesn't work, we'll try some other shit. Where's Splice? Fuck. It's doing too much. Let's see what we're working with here with this joint. I've been all alone. Okay, so that first I've been all alone, I don't really want that. I don't even really think it sounds good. pitch is fucking bugging me. What do you think? So I'm gonna bring this up 5. If this doesn't sound right, then I'm gonna scrap it. Oh, I went with 6. Fuck my damn eyes. Let's see. Alright, I don't think it's happening for me today. That's what I get for trying to be lazy, you know? So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to check this into contact again. And I'm going to pull up glazed, and we're just going to use something from glazed, because at least then I can sort of figure out what I'm doing here. So, oh my god, please don't crash. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to bounce that into this little sample thing I have just to then I'm going to bust it out to some more like strong reverb. I'm also going to sidechain this to the kick just so we have like just so there's some movement to it. A heavy. Sorry if I stopped talking there for a little bit. I just sort of get into it. Okay, so we have like the A section kind of done in terms of just what we want going on. So sidechained thing to the kick, nice little whirly with the piano that we sound designed out into a bass that I left pretty dry. The bass, everybody knows what it is. We all use the same fucking bass. Just what I'm gonna do though, because I do want it to crunch even just the tiniest bit more. Chroma Glow is always good for that. Let's just see what we got out of this. Let's see if I can get it to crunch a little bit. No, not that much. That's cool. Does the retro tube work better? Let's see how that sounds. The reason I want to kind of distort the bass a little bit is because I need it to punch through. And since I don't have my main rig here, I can't like A-B shit. So I'm just going to see how this works. I think I made it worse. Wonderful. Okay, let's see. I don't know really how to do that then. Let's see if I can just use the soft distortion on this compressor. Problem solving. Wow. Immediately solved all my problems. Great. When in doubt, use what you know, kids. Damn. Now that I'm A-Bing, this has so much more shape with the live hi-hats. Let's see what it sounds like over here. Into the... There's a note that's off. There's a note that was like super off. I just don't know where it was at. This also is not wide enough for what I had. I need it to be around the rapper, not on him. So a slapback delay will fix our problems. Shout out Kaz for showing me how to do this properly. So you turn the feedback a little bit up. You go to a 16th note, and then you just fuck with the low cut and the high cut until it spreads how you want it to. Wow. Now we kind of got our sections built out a little bit. I kind of want to build out from here. So now we got this for 8 bars. I learned a little trick. Somebody from TDE told me that one of their some of their sauce, they just like changing shit every 4 bars, every 8 bars. So I was like, oh, let's try and... It's not necessarily about adding, but maybe it's about taking away. Oh, good lord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for some more interesting synths. I haven't had to make any counter melodies or anything yet because this chord progression is so strong on its own, which is good because I don't have the, I don't have a keyboard that I can write out with, and I'm pretty used to doing stuff with keyboards. So why don't I just, I'm just going to grab like a little guitar, and I'm going to see if I can make it fit. See, that's just pretty. Let's maybe write a melody out to this because that's just absolutely pretty. Now, I'm not very good at clicking in melodies. Da 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 da. Okay, let's see. Da 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 da. Just learn that. Da da da. Ba-da-ba. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, I'm actually gonna put that on the piano. Comes in on the we need a different instrument. I don't really know what though. Let's see. To make these hi-hats, like, they sound pretty okay, but to make them a little bit more interesting, like, you could hit them with the retro color, and I am going to hit them with the retro color, but don't just throw on the Vinyl 1 preset, because the Vinyl 1 preset's going to make your hi-hat sound terrible. Like, that doesn't sound good. So, noise. The idea is you want your hi-hats to all sound like they're being played differently, so you have to kind of fuck with shit. Yeah, see, like... That's cool to me. Wobbling it like that and distorting it. Maybe try a different distortion. And then take out the mix. Then maybe take it down in the mix. Yeah, see now? I just like that it has that extra little bit of bite to it. So now when it... I don't know, it has a different feel for me that I kind of prefer. Like if I A-B... I think this could use like a Juno kind of pad. So something I like to put in my choruses is wider sounding pads. I'm just going to sound design it out now because I like sound designing my patch, like especially with something simple like a Juno. I like sound designing the patch for the beat because then I can like set my filter exactly where I want it. So right now, it sounds kind of terrible, sounds kind of loud. So let's... We're going to go with the regular sawtooth wave and just mellow it out a little bit. Ah, no, not the decay. And chorus that. The chorus. sure some of you like it. I don't think I'm one of those people. Let's see though. Okay, so right there I had to really focus because, like, I essentially just droned this thing out. I did not like when it was solid. I did not like how it was fitting in the context of the beat. When I put on the arpeggiator, I thought it could be cooler, and it was, but to be honest, I think it sounds better as a background piece that kind of assists the whirly, especially there, because the whirly has two things going on here. There's a melody and the chords. We could even... In fact, I am going to. I'm going to double up this one octave, like how we did with the chords. I'm also going to double up with the... And then pan left. Just give some depth in the stereo field. Alright, so let's check now. See, I'm still not happy with the snare. Because the snare seems to be like... One thing about it, I hate that it sounds like a sample. I hate that it sounds like a snare sample. So I'm going to figure out how to make it kind of... I just want to glue to the beat a little bit more. So maybe I try slapback on it. Not a mono slapback. That's not going to do anything. Let's see if I just want to blur it into the sound of the Rhodes a little bit more. I like the sound of it. It sounds weird, but... Maybe we should put a... Oh. 2, 3, here we go. Okay, cool. Okay, let's try again to find this vocal for the damn song. Let's go and find these vocals, because quite frankly, I don't think this beat will be complete without them. And this, I'm trying to give y'all the most unabashedly simple way of showing you how I make my beats. I'm not doing anything crazy that anybody else is doing. I'm just sort of, you build your own sound over time. And so For example, something with like splice. I did not adopt. I'm a very late adopter. I just picked it up last month. Yeah, last month. And the reason I picked it up was because I realized that to get an industry sound, sometimes you need some help from the industry. And you know what? These loops are out there to use, and they're there for people to use. So I don't see any shame in doing it. It's like a sample. It's in a lot of ways more ethical than a sample, but flip the shit. Like there's some things that just need to be flipped. There's some things that just need to be looped. Do whatever you think is right. But for me and how I came up making hip hop as a kid, I always believe in like the old school way of like, oh man, you got to make sure you make it your own. Don't just keep it stagnant. So with that being said, let's try and find these. Let's just try and find these fucking vocals. There it is. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, I don't want any of the stuff that was coming after. I just want the first part. And I'm just going to loop that up. I don't need the rest of it. I just want the first part. So. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to stop recording there for a second. It was being weird. Yeah, so I just want the first bit. I do not want that guitar in there, so. Oh, jeez. So we are just gonna stem split that hoe out. I literally just want the vocals. I don't understand why I'd want like this. Well, that's fun. let's arrange this out a little bit. Quick intro. And usually when I'm sending my beats out for placements, I don't actually arrange them how I would for a song per se. I just have things in little blocks, and then so they get the idea of where things go, and they can just copy and paste out from there if they so choose. I just don't want anybody to think that I'm dictating where their song should go all the way. Sometimes it's just nice to have a skeleton. I do not think the bass line should be right there. So I'm happy with that as a skeleton right now. Let's see if maybe pitching it down. That puts into that R&B shit. I kind of needed to be a little bit more. Like, I want it to be more upbeat like that. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let me know what you think of the beat. If you want me to cook up again, I'll do it again. Hopefully by then these will go and I can see properly. All right, thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye now.